Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Darien Ice House, where tonight the New Canaan Rams play host to the Fairfield Co-op squad. Myself, John Frieders, joined alongside Ronan Hillman. We'll be here to bring you tonight's action for the Rams' final home game of this 2023-2024 campaign. And right now they're sitting at 1 in the state, 1 in the FCAC. So they've got a good season. They've put together a solid season, and they're looking to close it out with 3 strong wins tonight, starting off tonight after a big win against Darien. And Ronan, what can you tell me about that win against Darien on Wednesday?
Yeah, massive win for the boys. They were getting the pressure on, and it was a big win to solidify their seeding in the state and conference rankings.
Yeah, they come in.
It's the same goalie that was in that last game.
Kroll starting, as well as Cam Lyden, which is something you haven't really seen often this year. So you got two freshmen, as well as Anthony Del Carmine, who's proved himself all season. But Ronan, talk about these new lines for the Rams.
Yes, these lines they've been rolling out since their last loss to Darien, which was their last loss of the season. And they've been on a winning streak since then. And I don't think Clark Jones is looking to switch up these lines anytime soon because they have been clicking.
Yeah, the Rams offense has been clicking. You mentioned they come off the big win against Darien, and you want to carry that momentum through this game and beyond. If you can get a couple goals early on, and kind of hold down the fort defensively and make sure you stay not complacent, as well as just stay strong in there and come out with the victory against a Fairfield Co-op team who we beat 8-1 in the first meeting this year. You're just moments away here from puck drop. New Canaan versus Fairfield Co-op, and it's going to be an exciting one tonight. You mentioned we got one of the best players in the state in Doster Kroll. You got the number 1 team in the state right now in New Canaan, the number 1 team in the FCAC, and they're battling to make a deep playoff run this season. We're going inside the face-off dot here with Max Lowe and Ryan Timon. And Max Lowe loses the face-off to Timon, and Fairfield's going to set up their offense, going to fire a shot right away on Pickering, who makes the save. Another shot, this time by number 18, Ryan Flynn, pushed away by Pickering.
And yeah, you see Fairfield's just putting the pressure on early. A shot on net, winning the race to the puck, shooting in another one, and forcing New Canaan to make a mistake and just ice the puck.
And if you're Fairfield, you want to just keep peppering shots on Pickering early on. He is a top goalie in the state, but against good teams, you just need to keep getting shot opportunities as that one goes wide. We poked around. Here's Jack Kroll moving it up the ice. Tries to get it up to Del Carmine. There's Max Lowe going to push it out over to fellow senior captain Doster Kroll. The little spin, New Canaan gets the line change. Doster Kroll, early opportunity right in front of the net. That one pushed aside by Hedman.
I think that's going to be important for New Canaan, crashing the net, getting those rebounds. Fairfield's going to make some mistakes, and you just got to capitalize on them.
The puck's still in the offensive zone for the Rams. There is Max Lowe going to push it, try to get it in front, and pushed aside by Fairfield's defense.
And it will be called for a hand pass, and that puck will be out of the zone.
Yeah, that puck will come all the way down here. An offensive zone face-off for Fairfield. They're second of the night, and if you're Fairfield Co-op, you want to keep getting offense early here on. You want to be able to possess the puck and just keep on getting shots, which they've done a great job of so far in this first minute. Here is Braden Roby inside the dot for the Rams. Gonna get it, push it out. Here's number 14, Gavin Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be an offsides.
And John, I don't think New Canaan has won a face-off tonight. And that's very surprising considering that Max Lowe and Braden Roby are two of the best face-off percentage players in the state.
Yeah, and those are kind of the little things, the fundamentals in hockey that you just want to keep on winning. You want to keep winning those face-offs. And they're just kind of elementary things that you need to be strong on. Otherwise, if a team can beat you at any given point if they capitalize, if they win inside that face-off dot.
Absolutely. Possession is key.
That one's going to be thrown down by Fairfield Co-op, and they get down there, almost stealing the puck away. Kept in, poked out by Bryce Lyden, who lays the hit.
Wow, lays a big hit right in front of the New Canaan bench. That gets the squad going.
Aiden Roby tries to take the shot. That one goes wide. New Canaan's going to move it around. Up top, shot by Kroll. That one goes wide right. Put a little feed into the slot. Jack Kroll over to Owen Briggs. Over down low to Low. My apologies, that was Braden Roby on the shot. One goes wide. That's going to be cleared out of the zone by Fairfield Co-op, but dangerous opportunities right there. Smart decision, and both teams get a line change.
And I believe Cam Lyden was trying to evade the puck to let it ice down, and the refs called it off, and he couldn't get the icing.
Good defense by New Canaan. They're able to gain it in the neutral zone. Swing pass over to, I believe that was number 12, Bauer Gamble. New Canaan's just going to move the puck around here. Over to Kroll, who mishandles the pass, goes through his legs. That one goes all the way down. Pickering comes out. He's going to push it away. Big hit. This one by Cam Lyden. New Canaan laying bodies here early on, really physical. And that's kind of one of the biggest characteristics of this New Canaan team this year is that physicality that they bring to each and every single match, and we've seen it here early on.
Absolutely, and you see it from every line too, which is a big factor when you want to keep the energy up and keep the momentum going.
There's a shot by Flynn, saved by Pickering. Another shot, this one blocked by Rogan Lowe. Fairfield Co-op going to keep it in the zone. New Canaan possesses the puck now. That one pushed over.
And that one there was a great defensive stand by New Canaan. There was at least 3 block shots there. And those are the little effort plays that are really going to determine the outcome of this game.
Puck moved around by New Canaan, goes off of Fairfield Co-op's defender's stick, and that's going to be pushed down. That'll be an icing. And that's going to give New Canaan a chance inside that offensive zone to win an offensive zone face-off and try to get something going here early on. Just under 4 minutes into the game, and both teams going at it back and forth. But Fairfield Co-op's gotten a lot of shots on Pickering here early on. Inside the face-off dot. It's Maxwell, a little tie-up, but New Canaan gains possession. They're just going to work it around. Chase Harden trying to lay the big
body.
hit. And he misses. Another one. That one was a dangerous play by Doster Kroll. It looks like that guy's a little bit shaken up there. Fairfield Co-op player.
And you can
That's
see
a dangerous hit, open ice hit.
Absolutely. New Canaan's really going for that body right now. And you wonder if it sort of takes away from what the goal is, and that is to get the puck and get it deep and control the puck inside the zone.
Yeah, and that was Kroll over to Briggs, who's just going to dump it in, and Maxwell down low behind the cage.
Maxwell having a great year for New Canaan.
Maxwell over to Doster Kroll, who just keeps on peppering shots at Tristan Baker. Baker makes a couple big stops there, and those are not easy stops when it's Doster Kroll. You saw Doster Kroll get the rebound, turn around, find just that smidge of open room, and that's all he needs. He just needs that a little bit, that smallest percentage of air, that little opening for the shot.
Absolutely. Now we see this fourth line get on with Laddick taking the face off.
Laddick took the face off there, and he won it, but Fairfield Co-op's going to get it out. You're going to look, another bit, New Canaan just swarming here. You can tell they're looking for hits.
I think it's very important that Clark Jones incorporates all lines very early on to just keep everybody fresh.
And that's what they've been doing, both teams.
Chase Pinkernell lays a big hit right in the center ice.
Everyone's getting involved here early on, but Fairfield's done a great job. They're going to push it in on the shot. A little bit of contact after the play there, too. Puck slides over a little bit, trips on his skate, loses the edge. New Canaan's going to have it. They're going to try to clear it out of the zone, but they can't. And Fairfield's going to keep it in. Both these teams just going at it here early on. Neither team has a goal to show for it. New Canaan's going to get the line change, and Fairfield's going to try to capitalize it. Pinkernell's the only one back there. Open pass to the slot. Great defense by Bryce Lyden.
And Co-op just applying the pressure. Their forecheck is really buzzing right now.
Got a lot of great energy in this building. Obviously, whenever you're going against a number one team in the state, your game elevates because you want to live up to, you want to try to pull off the upset, and they force you to play better.
Absolutely.
And New Canaan there.
New Canaan delayed penalty. That's going to go on Gavin Fitzpatrick, I believe, for a hook.
So that'll put Fairfield Co-op in the power play here early on. New Canaan's penalty kill going to have to pull out of their bag of tricks right now and subdue this early pressure applied by Fairfield Co-op. And not to say I'm a little bit surprised, but I am a little bit surprised that New Canaan's just kind of been going for the physicality aspect. They haven't been moving the puck as well as they normally do, and lots of errant passes, and they haven't been able to kind of thread that needle.
It is surprising.
It'll be Rogan Lowe inside the face-off dot, and he wins that one. One of the few face-offs won by the Rams. Lowe's going to throw it around the boards. That one goes all the way down, going to kill about 15 seconds off the power play for Fairfield Co-op. Fairfield with the man advantage. They're going to move it into the offensive zone here. That was Tymone.
Chase Harden lays a hit right against the boards.
Again, New Canaan playing this kind of box. Saved by Pickering.
Wow.
Moved around by Knopf. Over to Tymone with the shot. Another easy save by Pickering there. Another shot. That one off Pickering's glove. Lots of pressure here on this power play. Up top at the point. Over to Tymone. Shot. That one goes off the right side. Pickering doing a great job of eliminating that angle right now. Tries to get the pass to the slot. Look at this, Ronan. Fairfield Co-op just be able to move that puck around.
The pressure is there from Co-op.
That was a good block shot down by Chase Harden. And Rogan was just going to hold it. New Canaan getting the much-needed line change. Co-op's got about 30 seconds left on the power play if they can pull something, but Doster Kroll has the puck.
Wow, just missed by inches.
A little bit of confusion there from Baker on where the puck was. New Canaan's potent offense still dangerous even on that penalty kill. Puck worked around. This is number 18, Ryan Flynn. Over to Sargent, back to Flynn. Shot. Pickering was screened, didn't see it, but luckily that one goes wide.
Shot right in front. The rebound out.
If you're low, you got to get that out. And he does just that. New Canaan successfully kills the penalty.
Almost threads the needle there to Tony Del Carmine. He would have been gone on a breakaway. But some great saves there by Pickering to keep that puck out of the net.
You just saw a well-oiled power play there, able to possess the puck, control, and that's one of the few times I've seen this season.
Elliott Croft with a great back check.
Elliott Croft with the back check. Maybe a little bit of stick holding there.
That one shot out of play by Max Lowe. The face-off will be in the zone. But yeah, definitely a different Co-op team than we saw back in late January, where New Canaan went to Sacred Heart and beat them at home of a score of 8-1.
Yeah, and that was a really good power play by Fairfield Co-op. Although you weren't successful and you don't have a goal to show for it, you saw constant applied pressure and lots of good quality shots. Co-op's going to push it again. Shot on Pickering right at his chest, and he pushes that one away. Bryce sliding with the hit off to the side, and here's Pinkernell over to Fitzpatrick. Shot. That one goes wide. A little bit of a scrum for the puck here. You see just this spacing from the Fairfield Co-op team, Ronan. I don't know if you caught this, but just their spacing tonight has been so good on the ice. It's opened up opportunities all throughout.
Definitely. It has made the puck movement very crisp, very open, and it allows their pressure to really settle.
Yeah, and I think that's how you kind of get away from taking those big hits, right? If you're able to move the puck constantly, they can't settle down and throw those big hits at you. And New Canaan's been playing extremely physical so far tonight. Both teams have been. But Fairfield Co-op doing a great job of just moving that puck around. And if you're New Canaan, you haven't seen much offense tonight except for the couple shots from Doster Kroll.
Yeah, I think it really all comes down to possession. And if New Canaan keeps losing these face-offs, they're not going to get a lot of possession. And Fairfield Co-op is using their possession time very efficiently with the pressure that they're getting on in the offensive zone and the shots and what have it.
There's Jack Thompson. Kroll mishandles another pass. Fairfield Co-op's going to have an opportunity A good play from Cam Lyden there to break up the short-handed advantage. And here's Jack Thompson moving up, the sophomore with the shot. One goes off of Fairfield's stick up high into the netting. 4:18 remaining in this first period. But definitely not what you're expecting if you're a New Canaan fan. You haven't seen much offense tonight from the boys. Got a couple students over there in the students section on this Saturday night during New Canaan's break week. Face off, that one again lost by Braden Roby. Fairfield with another face off. That one goes down. And normally you'd see an icing, and they're going to call that. That will be an icing. Just inches from getting down there. That was Zarid, AJ Zarid, number 11, trying to get down there. And almost did.
Now big offensive zone face-off for New Canaan. Hopefully they could capitalize on it and get some shots.
Maxwell in the face-off dot. And New Canaan loses another one. Turned over there and tried to get it to Dosser Kroll in front of the net. Kroll wasn't able to get a stick on. That would have been a tape-to-tape pass that would have left him in a one-on-one with Baker. There's Fairfield with a little 3-on-2 action. Tries to get it up.
Some good puck movement there.
Not able to connect the dots on the passes there. Here's Kleinberg. Co-op moving the puck again. Shot. That one blocked. And Doster Kroll tried to get the rebound. A bad turnover. There, shot. That was Kleinberg.
And if it wasn't for Mason Pickering being a brick wall in net, New Canaan could be down easily 2-0 right now.
Doster winds in between his defenders there, gets a shot, but that was blocked in a big hit to that left side of your screen.
Now this fourth line will be rotated back out there.
Both teams using lots of depth. Obviously, New Canaan's roster is much larger than Fairfield Co-op's roster. Both teams doing a great job of getting those line changes. Puck in the neutral zone here, taken by Thompson. Canaan's got to set something up top to Owen Briggs with the shot, and saved by Baker.
That one looked like it could have rang off the post and came right back at Baker.
Baker doing a great job here early on of that rebound control, not allowing any second chance opportunities for the Rams, and that's kind of their bread and butter, what it's been this year, able to get those opportunities off those slap shots or those wrist shots from around the blue line, get those easy poke-ins. Braden Roby inside the face-off dot for another offensive zone face-off, and they lose yet another one. I don't know how many they've lost tonight, but I'd like to see that stat in terms of the face-offs won versus the face-offs lost. Co-op able to get it out.
Good breakout
over
there.
To Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's going to try to work, but then great defense from Fairfield to poke check. Poke that one away from Thompson. Puck brought into the zone. Big hit by Braden Roby. And Fitzpatrick getting a little bit physical over on that
he's flying
left
on the ice.
side.
Lyden
tries
to get it down to Roby.
Lyden tries to get it down to Roby there, unsuccessful, which they've been multiple times this first period. Fairfield gets yet another line change, fresh legs out there. New Canaan's going to go tape to tape up to Fitzpatrick or to Roby with the shot.
Roby. That one goes high.
That one goes high. Back over to Croft. Over to Harden, who's just going to dump it in.
Now we see this
Baker.
third line. A very young line. 2 sophomores and a freshman. All first years on varsity. And they have been very, very good, to say the least, this year.
Yeah, and you saw them start tonight. That third line who's usually the third line, started tonight. Jack Kroll, Cam Lyden, and who was the third one?
Jack Kroll and Cam Lyden, the defensemen for New Canaan this year. The breakout stars, if you will, for this team.
Yeah, and on paper from last year to this year, you saw that was kind of their one area where they lacked a little bit, is that defensive side of the puck. Able to find some really great replacements this year.
Absolutely. And New Canaan lost almost every one of their defensemen from last year to this year. And Clark Jones has done an amazing job of recruiting and replacing that defensive gap.
New Canaan's going to try to push it. No one able to get a puck on the, or stick on the puck. Yeah, that's trying to be thrown down, batted out of the air from Elliot Croft. Another one, just a loose puck that seems like it's been in the air for the past minute. No one with real possession.
And
kept
that
in.
will do it for the first period.
And that'll do it for the first period inside the Darien Ice House. Neither team able to erase that donut on the score sheet. Both teams will go into the locker room, talk things over. And Ronan, if you're Clark Jones, what do you say to your team going into this intermission between the first and second period?
I'm saying possess the puck. We need to start winning some more face-offs. And even if we don't win the face-offs, we got to be applying that pressure right off the jump, get that puck back, settle it down in the offensive zone, get some more shots on. Tristan Baker, obviously last game, he let in 8 goals to this Rams team. And I don't see there's any reason why the Rams can't put another 8 in. But it's all going to come down to shots, possession, pressure.
Yeah, and if you're Fairfield Co-op, going into that locker room, what are you saying about this first period? You had a pretty successful period, lots of pressure applied, just nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, keep the pressure coming. I mean, the only reason it's not 2-3-0 right now is because of Mason Pickering in net. But otherwise, Co-op's been playing a great game, a lot of pressure, a lot of shots, and a lot of possession.
Yeah, and we'll see you back here inside the Darien Ice House in just a few short minutes for the second period of action in between the New Canaan Rams and the Fairfield Co-op squad.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangio Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangio Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's Market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School Athletics. Go Rams.
And welcome back inside the Darien Ice House, where right now we're in for a thriller. The start of the second period coming up, but right now both teams tied at 0. New Canaan hosting Fairfield Co-op inside the Darien Ice House. Myself, John Frieders, joined alongside by Ronan Hillman. And if you're just joining us, that first period was dominated by Fairfield Co-op, and which was probably not expected coming into this game. Obviously, New Canaan is #1 in the state and #1 in the FCIAC, but Ronan, talk to me about that first period.
Yeah, Co-op was really pressuring the puck well, possessing the puck. They had one power play opportunity in that period, which they got a lot of shots on, and I think that's very important going up against Mason Pickering, one of the top goaltenders in the state. And on the flip side, New Canaan did not possess the puck, did not really pressure in Co-op zone, and that's why there's zeros on the scoreboard right now. Because otherwise, I think New Canaan could easily have 2 or 3 goals if they're pressuring and possessing the puck.
Yeah, and it felt like they were kind of just out there hitting without a purpose. I know we talked about it in between periods, but just the way that the Rams have been playing so far has not been the way they've played this entire season. It's uncharacteristic of a Rams team to not be able to connect on those passes. But right now, if you're just joining us, New Canaan in the white jerseys coming towards us, and Fairfield Co-op in their blue and black jerseys going away from us. And this second period is off. And then also another thing we didn't really touch on was inside that face-off dot. New Canaan just could not win a face-off last period.
They could not, and that's a big part of the possession factor. And otherwise, New Canaan has been a very strong face-off team this year. But as of right now, they're way below 50% of their face-offs won.
That one shot. Number 2, Xavier Knopf. That one goes wide left. But Co-op in the offensive zone yet again. Puck thrown down, this time by Andrew Brandt. That's going to be an icing on New Canaan. They get the line change, but they're going to be in their own zone for another defensive face-off. And another opportunity for Fairfield Co-op to erase that 0 on the score sheet. And this first goal is going to be a big goal for either team. It'll bring some momentum to both sides that need some momentum right now. Big hit over on that left side.
Here comes Doster Crow into the zone. The shot.
Doster Kroll with the shot. That one goes off the shoulder of Baker. Another hit. Co-op's got to get it out of that blue line. They get it out of their own zone, and they're going to push it. Here is McHugh looking down, but great poke check. I believe that was Bryce Lyden, maybe? Chase that puck going around. You just haven't seen the Rams. They've had a couple opportunities to kind of push that puck outside and connect on a long tape-to-tape passes, but they haven't converted. And it's shown. They just haven't played cohesive hockey so far tonight. Inside
There's
the zone.
Chase Harden with a massive hit along the boards.
Big hit by Harden. New Canaan tries to push it, but stolen in the neutral zone by Co-op, and they're just going to dump it in.
Here comes New Canaan. Harden's going to skate it up. Tries to get that one in, but doesn't. And I think New Canaan's really got to start being thorough about their decisions and make sure that it's not half-hearted, it's not done poorly.
Pass over to that left side. Here's Bryce Lyden. Bryce Lyden working it around he's having his breakouts junior season this year so far, racking up points and goals. His goal totals at 11 on the year, as well as 10 assists.
Co-op able to pressure that one out of the zone.
That was Briggs trying to dump it in with the board pass. Co-op going to take it again, and that one's gloved by Pickering. He's just going to hold it, but 2.5 minutes into this second period. Both teams still going at it. One thing I've noticed so far is New Canaan's going to maintain that same level of physicality that they always play with. And Fairfield Co-op's going to fight it with their own physicality. But both teams going back and forth here. We haven't had a goal, but not short of opportunities. Pickering being screened in front of the net. New Canaan's going to get it out of their own zone. A little 2-on-3 here. Dumped back, great poke check by the Fairfield defense.
That one's going to be offsides.
That's an offsides. This one on Bauer Gamble, the sophomore.
Gamble tried to play it without touching up. Easy call for the officials. That one's going to come out of the zone.
It'll be a face-off inside the neutral zone, inside that face-off dot. Here's Elliot Croft, I believe. He's going to take the face-off against number 9, Sawyer Kleinberg. And Kleinberg wins it. Bad turnover, gives it right over to Rogan.
Good shot there. Probably New Canaan's best scoring opportunity thus far.
A little over to Kroll. Back down to Thompson.
Oh, wow. Easy call for the official there. Dangerous hit.
That was, in fact, a dangerous hit on that right side of your screen, and that'll be boarding, I believe, right?
Gamble 2 feet away from the boards. Numbers facing the defenseman. Defenseman still decides to check him. Easy call every time. New Canaan is going to get their first power play opportunity of the night.
Yeah,
one of the most lethal power plays in the state.
Killed the power play tonight, and they're going to get a power play opportunity here, see if they can convert, spark that offensive momentum. And once they get one, they usually score them in bunches. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3, we've seen them do it multiple times this year, and they're just going to move it around. Roby over to Fitzpatrick. Up top to Maxwell. Over to Doster, and this is the Rams' top 5 offensive players. One thing that they did this year was they put 5 offensive players on that power play. They took out those 2 defenders, and they throw all their offense at their opposing team at once. Low over to Kroll, over to Roby, and goes off the skate.
Good puck movement here by the Rams, getting a little bit of pressure on. Hopefully that sparks some momentum for the rest of the game. Wow.
And that's going to be a penalty this time on Braden Roby. That's going to be a high stick. That's also another dangerous call.
Absolutely. And I think he was just trying to battle for position in front. No harmful intent. But regardless, New Canaan will get the penalty, and it will be 4-on-4 for another minute and 13 seconds. And definitely disappointing for the Rams after getting that pressure on the power play. What was shaping up to be a very successful power play, I might add, getting some shots on. And now that is wiped away.
That's a momentum killer. Face-off won by Fairfield. They're going to possess it in their own zone. But now playing 4-on-4 hockey, it's going to open up the ice a little bit. The Rams have shown they love to do that.
We see it right here.
They're going to push it.
Rogan
Shot there by Lowe.
Almost. Leiden tries for the wraparound, gets him laid out
by Leiden. Then he gets a big hit. And if I'm Xavier Knopf, I'd watch out. Leiden usually, once he gets hit, he hits that same person that hits him. So you're going to have to watch out. We're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey here. That one goes down.
Icing on the Rams, and that will go all the way down into their defensive zone.
So we have 37 more seconds of 4-on-4 play. And we're going to have just about 40 seconds of a Fairfield Co-op power play, and we saw them in that first period on their power play. They were dominant on that power play. Lots and lots of shot opportunities. They just could not find the back of the net, so maybe we'll have a repeat of that. The Fairfield with an offensive zone face-off here, and they've done a great job of setting up that forecheck tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they set up their power play with only, 40 seconds left.
New Canaan working it around. Got to get it out of their own zone. Kept in by Co-op. Shot on Pickering, and he saves that one quite easily. Tries to get it over to Doster Kroll, but that one goes down, and that's going to be an icing. 11 seconds of 4-on-4 play left. And then we're going to have 47 seconds of a Fairfield Co-op power play. But unfortunate there, obviously. We've seen that time and time again tonight. Even passes like that, Ronan, where they usually connect to Doster Kroll and he can kind of push it up. They're just not connecting, and we saw it there again.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is the first time this season that I've really seen a team shut down New Canaan like they have.
They're going, though. Here's Doster Kroll with the shot. Almost batted in. Another save by Baker. He saves it again.
And that one's going to go in. Doster Kroll on the rebound. flies in. Looks like Baker's a little shaken up after that one. But regardless, New Canaan gets their first goal of the game, opens up the scoring 1-0. And hopefully that leads to some more opportunities, some more goals for this Rams team.
Baker was smacked there by Doster Kroll. And that's a tough call. If the puck obviously goes in the net before he's hit, that's a goal. But if he gets hit and the net comes off the rings, then it's going to be a goalie interference. And you could maybe call a goalie interference there.
Possibly, but there was no malicious intent. I think the puck went in before Baker was hit. I believe Doster Kroll hit the puck first, did not ram into Baker. There was no interference with the goal and Baker's ability to save that puck. So for that reason, the goal will be good. Obviously, we don't have video review, so the call on the ice will stand.
The call on the ice will stand. That gives New Canaan the 1-0 lead. Doster Kroll, with his team leading 23rd goal on the year, matches his number. And what a season he's had so far. Gets the rebound there on Baker. And if you're Baker, you're frustrated that you let that one in. But you have 44 seconds on the power play right now if you're Fairfield Co-op. It's an opportunity to get that goal back and kind of ease this momentum by New Canaan. Rogan low inside the face-off dot. A tie-up. That one goes to Co-op. They're just going to dump it in. Try to set up their power play.
Big hit there by Bauer Gamble. Drives the kid into the net. Oh, wow.
That's a dangerous hit there.
And he's
never want to see that.
Very shaken up after the play. He's down on the ground, injured. But he's going to get up.
Yeah, now we're seeing that effect of this physicality that we've seen for that first and part of this second period. You know, just the sheer physicality. It feels like whenever you touch the puck, you're getting hit tonight.
Yeah, hopefully trying to instill some fear into this Fairfield squad. And that physicality is brutal. And if you're on the receiving side of it, it's not a fun night. So hopefully that sends a message and New Canaan's able to build off some of this momentum, especially after scoring that goal.
We did talk about it, though. There is purpose to hits. You can't just go out there and hit. Then you can't move the puck. Almost turned over. That one, the hit by Rogan low. Shot on Pickering. He's going to keep it. You're going to get an offensive zone face-off here. Some more physicality down at the other side of the ice.
Chase Harden getting a little tangled up with a Co-op skater. Are we surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. Chase Harden likes to initiate those fights, but you always got to have a guy like that on every good team. There's always that guy that instills physicality and wants to fight.
Absolutely. Big momentum, locker room, morale booster.
Here's New Canaan on the penalty kill. 17 seconds left on that power play. Co-op wins another face-off, which have done such a great job of tonight. But they turn it over, and here's Rogan Logan to try to push it up.
And that's actually Doster Kroll, and he's going to pressure the puck. He's got Max Lowe in front.
Doster Kroll to the slot. And he gets pushed down. That was number 17, Ryan Timon.
Wow, point-blank range for Fairfield. And shut down by Pickering. He's all over that. Max Lowe evades it.
Both these teams going at it. Here's Doster Kroll going to just stick handle it. Gets it over to his teammate Del Carmine, who dumps it in.
Carmine's going to bounce out of the zone.
And you can just tell these guys are circling like sharks, looking for every opportunity to hit. Tried to get out of the zone by Fairfield Co-op. They do, but that one's going to go all the way down.
Not going to be called for an icing. I believe New Canaan might have touched it.
No icing, but dangerous pass there. And here's New Canaan going to push it.
Try and skate through. Not going to get there.
Great teamwork there over to Kroll, who takes the shot. That one goes off the blocker of Baker.
Nice play
Opportunity
there.
in front of the net. Roby couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Fitzpatrick, physicality down low. Here's Roby.
And now I think we're finally seeing New Canaan get these plays.
And that was a goal by Doster Kroll. What a shot there. That one went off the left post, hit Baker's back, and goes in. That's his second goal on the night, 24th of the season. And it didn't take long for him to erase that 23rd goal on the air. Man, do they just score in bunches. You just saw it. Now they're up 2-0, 7:51 left in this second period. But within about the span of 3 minutes, they were able to put up 2 goals. And that one's frustrating, but that's just an unlucky bounce, Ronan.
Absolutely, and I mean, prove me right. I was just talking right before that goal about how New Canaan's finally getting their momentum back, finally getting their pressure, their possession that I've wanted to see all night, and it pays off. New Canaan gets another goal, and yeah, they're just going to keep on building off of it. Like you said before, these goals come in bunches, and I don't really see New Canaan slowing down from here.
And you just saw the teamwork there. You saw that puck that was a tic-tac-toe play over to Doster Kroll, who finished it for as good as he is, but just great cohesiveness, and there's cohesiveness in the offense and the defense as they push it down again. That's Bryce Leiden coming down behind the net. He's going to try to look towards that slot, but inside gets it over to Chase Harden. Harden's shot goes wide, but great stick handling.
Angles.
Fitzpatrick down low over to Roby, to the slot. Shot by
by
Bryce Leiden. Leiden takes the shot and he converts. What a snipe there, and again, puck to the slot. Goals within maybe 40 seconds of each other.
Talk about
Doster Kroll and Bryce Leiden, man. Look at that.
Talk about puck movement. It all started getting the puck into the zone, possessing it. Gavin Fitzpatrick had it on the boards. Little dangle. Dumps it down to Roby. Roby finds Leiden in the slot. And, I mean, doesn't get much easier than that. And a great shot by Bryce Leiden. Put it home.
Tape-to-tape pass over to Leiden, and he converts. And you just saw that quick trigger there. No hesitation. Just takes the shot and converts. What a shot there. That's his 10th goal on the year, adding to his breakout junior season. That was a shot there from Rogan Lowe. A little bit of zip on that puck, saved by Baker. But if you're Baker, you've got to be rattled right now. Uncharacteristic, completely different goalie in this first and second period. And I think it started from when he was knocked down and the trainer had to come out. Rogan Lowe inside that face-off zone. Co-op tries to get it out, but the Rams maintain possession inside that zone. Here's Jack Thompson, or Bauer Gamble, excuse me. Rogan Lowe up top. Shot there. That one by Pinkernell. Down low to Thompson. Jack Thompson!
Snipe.
What a snipe there. That's where you find the cookies. Took a cookie out of the cookie jar. A trick out of the bag of tricks there. Goes top left corner on Baker. Top right if you're looking at the goal. What a shot there.
What a shot indeed. Just a very nice play by him.
I wish we had a replay of that goal, man.
That was great.
That was something special.
Good cycle there by the Rams. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson will spin. Snipes it right over the top left shoulder of Baker. And yeah,
if you're Baker, you got to respect that shot. I mean, although it is you have to make those saves, but that's just an unreal shot. Thompson
Absolutely.
converts, and New Canaan scores in bunches, 3 in the past 3 minutes. And they're going to continue to try to add to it.
I do not really see them slowing down, like I said before. We can basically chalk this game up right now.
Puck maintained down low, and here's Bryce Leiden. My apologies. That was Henry Laddick getting into the scuffle.
And now we see this fourth line getting minutes. Love to see that. Get all the lines incorporated. And I think that's actually really important considering that Fairfield has a very small bench. If you keep all your lines energized, it's going to really put the pressure on late third period, late second period.
And that was Maxwell trying to get the puck stolen away from him. Possession goes down, and New Canaan's going to try to rebuild from behind their net, behind Pickering.
And a questionable no icing call there from the officials. And we've seen some questionable calls tonight, questionable no calls. from this officiating crew.
What a pass there. Long-term pass over to Max Lowe, who tries to get the shot around his defender, but he can't. Down over to Max Lowe. Lowe to Kroll. Kroll tries to get it back inside to Lowe, but can't find him.
That one's going to get out of the zone.
That one's out of the zone, dumped down, and Co-op's going to get possession here. Lots of physicality, that one by Chase Harden. And puck thrown down.
That one's
That one
icing.
will be an icing call. Rams get an offensive zone face-off here. Up 4-0. 4 goals in the second period in a matter of minutes, man. When this Rams offense gets hot, you cannot stop them.
You really can't. And they have just so much depth where every line can go out and score on any given day. And I think that's very dangerous. I think it's very beneficial for this New Canaan Rams. And if you're playing against them, well, you really cannot let them get hot.
And just the cohesiveness of their offense. All these guys move the puck around. They're unselfish. They don't care whether they get a goal or an assist. And it seems like the puck always finds a guy like the senior captain's stick, like Doster Kroll or even Bryce Lyden. Doster Kroll maintaining possession, a little bit of physicality.
Kroll's going to lose that one in the zone.
Defense.
It's going to go right back to Lowe.
Lowe's going to work it up.
Oh, and it looks like the Rams are on a
Fitzpatrick.
power play right now. I don't know how he missed that one, but the Rams will go in on a power play.
Rams are on a power play. They've been on a power play
Their second
for 30
of the night.
seconds.
Their second opportunity of the night on the power play.
Fitzpatrick over back up top. Kroll centering at the point.
Del Carmine lays a massive hit.
Behind there's Fitzpatrick, the one-timer by Doster Kroll, which you rarely see miss. Doesn't find anything. Well, that's going to be pushed down, cleared by the Co-op team. Going to take a couple seconds off that power play, but New Canaan gets the line change, and they're dangerous. 3 on 2. Fitzpatrick over to Kroll, and that's his hat trick. Dude had a hat trick in the second period, Ronan. Finishes that one. That was Fitzpatrick over to Kroll.
And that was actually Rogan Lowe over to Kroll.
Rogan Lowe over to Kroll.
Rogan Lowe came out on the line change in the right place at the right time. Got the puck, 2-on-1. Gave to Doster Kroll, perfect pass, right on the money. And yeah, he's not going to be missing that.
Where's my hat? I got to throw my hat on the ice right now. There's a hat trick for Doster Kroll. That puts him up to 25 goals on the year. What a season he's having. Following up that season that he had last year where he led the entire state in points and goals.
And I mean, what a career he's had from, being one of the only freshmen on varsity his freshman year to having a good sophomore campaign. And then these last 2 years, it's been unfair, really.
Yeah, and he's got a brother that's following up in Jack Kroll, who's shown he's got talent. Has become a contributor for this Rams team as a freshman as well.
He's been a great asset to this team, especially on defense, very fundamentally sound, and helps out in the offensive zone as well.
There is Jack Thompson going inside that faceoff dot against Sargent, and New Canaan wins a faceoff. Over to Rogan Lowe. Back up top to Briggs. Briggs keeps it in, dancing along that blue line. New Canaan loses possession, but they get it right back on the clear out attempt by Fairfield. Back over, New Canaan's going to settle things down here. They're going to dump it in the zone. Get the line change kicked into open ice. Pass inside. Great defense by Fairfield. Fairfield tries to get it out of that neutral zone, inside that neutral ice, but puck maintained by New Canaan. And what a difference of periods this game has been, Ronan. That first and second period, completely different periods.
New Canaan's going to go man down Brooks Thompson with a hit that was a little bit high, and he will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes.
2 minutes for Thompson. That's going to give Co-op an opportunity, Fairfield, an opportunity to try to do something with this power play, gain back some momentum. And this is almost a must-score situation if you're Fairfield. They're down 5-2-0. You need a goal here, get the momentum back going into halftime, or not going into halftime, going in between that second and third period, and to settle things down. Puck wrapped around the boards, kept in by Fairfield. Puck in front of the net, but stolen by that New Canaan defense.
And that one's going to go all the way out.
Baker doesn't go out.
I'm surprised that Baker didn't even try and go out for it.
Bad turnover over to Leiden. Shot.
Roby, wow. Good stop there by Baker, point-blank range.
Yeah, Leiden fed it to the centered the puck over to Roby, and that one goes off the bottom right. Fairfield tries to go tape to tape, but can't connect. Gives New Canaan puck back. Roby on that right side, fighting for the puck.
That's it.
Roby working inside.
Good stop there by Baker.
Yeah, Baker with a good stop there. Took away the angle from Roby and made the save.
And are we sure that Fairfield Co-op's on the power play right now? I feel like New Canaan's getting all the opportunities.
Yeah, great penalty kill for the Rams. And you saw a guy just try to take a shot at Harden after the play. Hockey's such a physical game, but especially tonight.
Yeah, and I don't know if anything will top the physicality in that New Canaan-Darien matchup on Wednesday, where New Canaan got a big overtime win. Wow.
Big hit by Doster Kroll.
Penalty upcoming.
I believe that'll be a boarding call.
And I believe for the third or fourth time tonight, we've seen a Co-op player go down after getting hit.
Yeah, that was 23 on 23. Kroll with the hit on Forrest, and he's going to be called for boarding.
I would assume charging or boarding, one of the two, and I'm very surprised that was a penalty. I thought that was a very clean hit. Puck was there, kept his hands down, shoulder to chest.
And that makes it a 5-on-3 advantage for Co-op. If you're New Canaan, you just got to clear the final 32 seconds off the clock. Co-op's going to have a chance to put something together. One-on-one shot, saved by Pickering.
That reaction time by Pickering is just unmatched.
Yeah, you saw New Canaan did a great job of kind of opening up that lane a little bit, giving Pickering a clear-on vision, that clear-on one-on-one shot, and he takes it away. And what a blessing it's been for the Rams to have a stud-in goal in Pickering for the past 3 years. Shot there.
And there we go. Co-op finally gets on the board. That was a snipe, a rocket.
Not entirely sure who that was.
New Canaan will secede one of their men out of the box. It'll be a 5-on-4 still. A big goal for Co-op if they wanted any chance of getting back into this game, but I just can't see New Canaan's pressure.
And that was Flynn who goes. That was Ryan Flynn. He goes top left corner on Pickering. What a shot there. Found an opening and he converted. Makes it 5-2-1. Should be the end of the.
And I'm very surprised right now.
That could have been a tripping call.
That looks like a very obvious trip in the center ice. And the officiating in this game has been very questionable, but hey, we are not officiating the game. We're just calling it. And that'll take us to the end of the second period as we head into the third period intermission. John, what do you have to say about that period? What do you think went well for the Rams? What do you think that they can improve on? And how do you think they close out this game with a win?
Yeah, I think that was traditional Rams offense, which we saw there, turning defense to offense. You still saw that physicality that we saw in the first period, but it wasn't just blatant hits for no reason. There was purpose behind the hits, and then they connected the dots a couple of times. Doster Kroll had a hat trick in the second period alone. Bryce Leiden had a goal, and just a well-formulated offensive period for the Rams. That puts them up 5-2-1. And on the other side, if you're Baker, you come out of this break and you reset, right? You can't do anything to erase those 5 goals that you let up but you can kind of settle things down. You're going to start off, and it looks like they're going to call a penalty on Fairfield Co-op, so New Canaan will be on the power play after that minute and 27 seconds of 4-on-4 play goes. So we'll see some 4-on-4 play to open up that third period, but we'll be back here in a couple of minutes.
Oh, it's interesting. I wonder what they called.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangio Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangio Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams. This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commission, residential, and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal, constructed with intention and integrity. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Fessler Family Dentistry, the dental office for your entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. Platinum sponsor Frangio Engineering. Planning on putting a pool or addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Frangio Engineering can help you find a solution. Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist you with all of your automotive needs. Platinum sponsor Manfredi Jewels. Manfredi Jewels, your local official Rolex jeweler, is excited to continue carrying the finest jewelry and watch brands and welcome the New Canaan community to their newly renovated store this fall. Go Rams. Platinum sponsor Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company, serving all of Fairfield County. Platinum sponsor Walter Stewart's. Walter Stewart's Market has supported NC Rams athletics and your entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2023-2024 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Go Rams.
back inside the Darien Ice House, where right now the New Canaan Rams lead the Fairfield Co-op squad 5-1. We're going to have an interesting situation to start out this third period, as we're going to have a minute of about a 4-0-4 action, and then we're going to have a little bit more time where New Canaan will be on the power play. New Canaan will be on the power play, and man, did that New Canaan offense explode in that second period. Ronan, talk to me. Dostercole had a hat trick, and that's just getting it started.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see New Canaan put a couple more, and hopefully they can start playing some of the more veteran guys like Luke Frame and some of the like Jasper Engel and Eddie Harrison. We could start playing some of those fourth line guys.
Yeah, and we're going to get going here. It's Jack Kroll possessing the puck. That one goes off a stick on the left side. But going back in, that New Canaan Rams offense just exploded. They were able to connect on a couple of passes, string together a couple tic-tac-toe plays, as that one's saved by Baker.
Yeah, I mean, their offense just really got it going. They're like midway through the second period. Just got that one goal from Dosser Kroll, and after that, it was just bang, bang, bang. 5 straight.
New Canaan in the offensive zone trying to add to that goal total on the night. And Co-op got that goal at the end of the second period, so bringing in a little bit of momentum into the second period. But here's New Canaan on the attack. Back up top. Down low inside. That was to Gavin Fitzpatrick. Back over to Jack Kroll, who's going to take it inside that blue line. Just going to dump it in and let New Canaan get that line change. We got some 4-on-4 play here. Kroll's got to wait, so he just decides to dump it in.
Now you see Leiden and Roby out there on offense, and Harden and Leiden there on defense.
And New Canaan get some 4-on-4 action here, which you don't see quite often, but we've seen a little bit of it tonight. And here's Fitzpatrick. Going to take the shot, goes top right corner. And another snipe. What a snipe there from Fitzpatrick, and he scores. Scores
the power play goal. New Canaan's penalty had just expired. Fitzpatrick came out as the 5th man, and wow, what a snipe that was by Fitzy.
Yeah, Gavin Fitzpatrick, we talked to him before that Darien game, adamant about how much that game mattered in terms of seeding for the playoffs. Converts tonight, and he's been a star all season for this Rams team. You know, a great group of senior captains that are headlining this Rams team, this #1 team in the state, but really talent throughout the entire roster. And Gavin Fitzpatrick there finishes. He had that goal earlier this season and that goal in the preseason that went viral, his Michigan. Just seeing so many eyes on social media. He's got the dangles, and he sniped one there, top right corner. There's Fitzpatrick handling it again. He's going to take it. They're going to have a 3-on-2. He's going to come right down and try to shoot again. That one blocked. I believe that was blocked by Flynn. Rams offense setting up on the forecheck. Back again. Tries to get it in front, poked away by the Co-op squad. Got far side down here. Co-op's going to decide to take it in, gloved by Pickering and pushed aside. Here is Harden, tape-to-tape pass.
And good play by Fitzpatrick, letting that go deep without drawing the icing.
Yeah, smart play by Fitzpatrick. Got the line change.
That one's going to be called for offsides. It'll come right outside of the zone at the dot.
That will come right outside the zone. 12-13 remaining. New Canaan's momentum carried, that offensive momentum carried from the second period to the third period. Fitzpatrick made it 6-1 just a few moments ago. The top right corner snipe. Here's Co-op going to try to push it up. Fairfield inside, trying to find someone in the center of the ice. But great defense by the Rams. Harden lays the hit. Here is Harden behind Pickering. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but turned over the puck.
Now he gets it back.
Gets it back. Harden
gets that one out of the zone. And it's very surprising, John. This Fairfield team was so much different in the first. And I wonder if it's just because New Canaan's offense really got going in the second and they didn't really know how to defend against it. But in the first, they were limiting New Canaan's opportunities, and when they got the puck in the zone, they were settling it, they were pressuring, they were putting some shots on Pickering, and we just really haven't seen that since that first period.
Yeah, it's been a tale of 2 periods, and then this third period, New Canaan's taking the upper hand, but here's Maxwell working it inside. Loses control of the puck, but going to keep it, retain possession. Down a little bit. Again, going back to that point, Fairfield looked like a completely different team in that first period. Obviously had lots of offensive opportunities and couldn't convert. But New Canaan, those in-between period adjustments, that's what makes New Canaan so good, is they adjust if they're not having a good game. They kind of turn it around, and they score in bunches. We saw them put up 3 to 4 goals in a matter of just a few minutes. You got to think Dostercole's hat trick, too, might be the quickest hat trick in terms of span of goals from first to third goal. I mean, he just piled up.
We've not seen that since probably Bryce Lyden's hat trick against Prout earlier this year. I think he scored a natural hat trick.
Cam Lyden took the big hit there. A diving defensive play by Kroll. Sophomore Jack Kroll. Co-op trying to connect the dots on the passes, but can't do anything. Gets it up, tape to Doster.
Doster gets a little hit against the boards. Co-op probably going to start playing a little bit more physical now. Nothing really to lose.
Kroll took the shot there. A couple of defenders in front of Baker. That blocked the puck. Fairfield throws it back down. Possession goes to Owen Briggs. Kept in, but goes right to Pinkernell. Pinkernell over to Thompson. Back down low to Pinkernell, loose possession, but over to Brooks Thompson by that blue line.
Now we're going to see this fourth line start to get some minutes as New Canaan sort of solidified this game at 6-1 in the third period.
Owen Briggs over to Pinkernell. Throws it down behind Baker.
And now we see a completely new line tonight of Frame, Engel, and Harrison. And we'd love to see these guys getting minutes in games like this.
Fairfield's going to dump it, get the line change. But again, nothing going for Fairfield in the second and third period. No offense. Not able to find the back of the net. They found it once on that goal, but haven't found anything since. And that goal that broke the scoreless streak was by Ty Moan, the senior captain. Slapper there from the top by the blue line. That slap shot by Croft. Puck in front. I believe that was Luke Frame.
Oh, the rebound was out there. Harrison just couldn't corral it.
Yeah, and you're seeing some guys that don't get as many minutes, get some minutes here in this blowout victory for the Rams. 8 minutes remaining. Block shot up from the top. That was Chase Harden on the shot.
And a good effort play there by Harrison to keep the puck in the zone.
Puck thrown down. Over to across in the neutral zone. Gained possession by Gavin Fitzpatrick, weaving in and outside of defenders. Takes the backhand shot. Baker with a dangerous situation. Puck still out and open, and Fairfield Club's just going to throw it down.
And it won't be an icing as it was tipped by a New Canaan defender.
No icing there on the dangerous play, and almost another dangerous turnover. But Bryce Lyden's out there. Big hit by Roby. Fitzpatrick to the front. Over to Lyden. You see this physicality still present as a big hit there by Cam Lyden. He's going to be called for something. Didn't have a pick. Didn't have a stick. And was throwing his hands.
We're going to get a penalty there on Cam Lyden. Or on Bryce Lyden, excuse me. For, I believe they just called a slash. Must have been something on the other side of the play. We were focused on what was happening on the right side of the ice.
Yeah, funny. I thought both Leiden brothers were going to go to the sin bin at the same time. That would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
But only Bryce Leiden goes to the penalty box. And that's going to give New Canaan another opportunity to score a shorthanded goal. And if you're Fairfield Co-op, you're just looking to create some offense. Down by 5 and 1:40 remaining on this power play. Puck thrown back. Fairfield in their own zone, going to have to push something up, and they do. Get it across the blue line. Moving up. Pickering cross-ice pass. Not able to be corralled by Kleinberg. Another pass to the slot, nobody home. Puck being moved around. Max Lowe with the defensive stop. Lowe and Kroll. You got to watch out for this duo. They're moving up. Kroll tries to go in between the legs.
Good play by the defender there, knocking Kroll off of his line of attack.
And you just got to keep that guy in front of you. Doesn't matter what he does with the puck. Just keep him in front of you. Don't let him get by you. He does a great job of keeping Doster Kroll in front of him there. Fairfield just going to move the puck around here, settle things down. A little bit of traffic in front of the net, in front of Pickering. Harden wind up for the slap shot. Shot pushed aside by Pickering.
That one cleared out of the zone.
That one was cleared out of the zone. Number 15, Cameron Leiden. Leiden clears it out.
Just 25 seconds left on this penalty kill.
And here's an offensive opportunity. Low to Gamble. Shot wide right. Here's Rogan Lowe looking for the shot, and he gets hit. Puck going to be thrown down. That'll be an icing. 2 seconds remaining on the power play. And Fairfield ices it there. An unsuccessful power play again. Great job by the Rams on the penalty kill. Rams are up 6-2-1, 4:58 remaining. And this is the Rams' final home game before the season ends. They'll have a match on Monday against Xavier, and then they play Fairfield Prep on Saturday. And that'll do it for their 2023-2024 campaign, regular season campaign. And then they'll move into the playoffs, where depending on how things go, how things play out, they'll have a top seed, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 in the FCIAC and state playoffs.
And I believe they've clinched the FCIAC number 1 seed, which guarantees them home ice advantage throughout FCIACs, or at least through the first round.
It'll give them that first round matchup, and then depending on who they play in the championship, if they play Darien, that game's here regardless at the Ice House. And then you look towards states, but this is their year to win it all, and they've said it. A lot of the guys in the locker room know it as well. Obviously, you'll have Pickering graduate next year. You'll have Doster Kroll, Max Lowe, Gavin Fitzpatrick. Most of their offense graduate next year. They do have some younger talent, obviously, coming in, but you're losing key players.
Absolutely. This is definitely their year to win it. They've shown glimpses of it. I'm not even going to say glimpses. They've shown it all year that they are the team to beat, that they are the team to win this. Blowing teams out of the water, except for their close matchups against Darien and Notre Dame West Haven.
Elliot Croft getting in between a couple defenders there, takes the shot. Saved by Baker, point blank save. But again, going back to that, this is their year where they really got to put the pieces together. It's been 52 years, I believe, since they've won a state championship. So it's been a long time waiting. And then an FCIAC championship most recently was in 2020. But they're still hunting for that state championship. And that one was iced by Fairfield Co-op. And that'll give New Canaan an offensive zone face-off. And they've done a great job of tightening up inside those dots, inside the dots, and inside the face-off circle. They've started winning face-offs in the second and third period, right, Ronan?
Absolutely. And that's been a big key factor for this Rams team.
Puck behind the net. Not able to be controlled. Almost a tripping call there, but the stick was let go. Neutral zone physicality there. Brought up this one, dumped in by Leiden. Leiden dancing along the blue line, takes the shot. Baker was screened. Good idea, but that one goes wide. puck controlled, able to get out of their defensive zone by Co-op, but New Canaan's going to enter it right again, enter the offensive zone. This time that was...
that one was a good look there by Angle to Harrison, but just a little awkward positioning and couldn't quite corral that pass.
You could see immediately once
stretch pass to Frame.
Once Kroll gets that puck, he was looking up towards Frame. And New Canaan's still pushing it with 2:20 remaining in this third period. Up 6-1. They're always goal hungry. Just that vision. These guys have such great vision of what's ahead, where their teammates are, and I think that's what was missing in that first period. The cohesiveness of their offense. They're just hitting for no reason, weren't really connecting their passes, and they started connecting in the second period, and they got a lot of goals to show for it. It was Henry Laddick inside the faceoff dot, and he won it. The shot saved by Baker. 2:02 remaining in this third period on a Saturday night. Myself, John Frieders, joined alongside Ronan Hillman. Thank you for joining us in this New Canaan Fairfield matchup. It was a thriller in the first period, and then New Canaan started pulling away, but it's still been a great hockey game tonight.
Absolutely. It's been a great time calling this game tonight, and yeah, I'm just glad that New Canaan's coming out of here with a big win. Their final FCAC matchup of the season until we see them in FCACs. They obviously play Xavier and Fairfield Prep to end off the year. Two strong opponents, I believe. And yeah, I think it's going to really show these last two games just where New Canaan is and how ready they are for states. But, I mean, they have not lost a game in a little bit over a month, I believe.
Yeah, the last time they lost was on 1/10, so January 10th. But that was their one FCAC loss this season. When you come out of the FCAC with teams like Ridgefield, obviously you've got Darien, coming out with one loss. It just shows your strength of this team. And they lost to Darien close in overtime, 4-3. They came back, they beat them. Then on Wednesday in overtime, 4-3, which was a big victory for them. Maybe their most important game of the season so far. And brought that momentum in tonight. Started off a little bit shaky, but connected the dots, and they're up 6-1 here, 40 seconds remaining, and they're just going to kill the rest of this time. So the puck around. They got a couple guys that don't get as many minutes. They got their fourth line kind of incorporated into the game tonight. This entire team has done a great job tonight. A little bit of a scrum there on that right side.
Just holding the puck against that board, just...
No real need to do anything else, I would say. Shot by Pinkernell. Just trying to find the back of the net, but that one goes wide right.
Just chewing this clock down, really just,
Yeah, it's kind of like in basketball where you just kind of throw the ball around, not trying to shoot, just passing it around. That's what the Rams did, and that one's unfortunate as a Fairfield Co-op guy goes down. That one hurts.
I didn't love that shot by Elliott Croft. 2 seconds left on the board. Why are you shooting it? Fairfield player gets instantly hurt. No real need to shoot that, but a win's a win for New Canaan, and that'll do it here, folks.
That'll do it here inside the Darien Ice House. New Canaan comes out victorious 6-1. And Ronan, I know you're going to ask me a question, but let me start with you. What are your biggest takeaways from this game tonight?
Biggest takeaways from this game, I think it's New Canaan's pressure in that second period. I believe that once you get New Canaan going on offense, there's really no stopping them. Yeah, that's my biggest takeaway. Like, that New Canaan offense is lethal, and it showed tonight. How about you?
Yeah, I think just the ability to kind of rebound off that crummy first quarter. They had a tough first period, but came back in that second period and really connected the dots. You saw Doster Kroll with the hat trick. Bryce Lyden had one, and Fitzpatrick had two. So there's what make up your 6 goals. And just the depth on this lineup and this roster, a really solid game for the Rams. And they're going to come out victorious 6-1. They look ahead to Monday, so quick turnaround, just about under 2 days till they play Xavier. And then they'll play Prep to close out the season. But then they go into playoffs, and they're in playoffs mode right now. You got to think just reaching towards that end of the season. But you got to stay disciplined. You got to stay focused, maintain your focus, towards a win on Monday and then Saturday. So if they can come out victorious, they'll be number 1 in the state and number 1 in the FCAC. And they'll have good playoff positioning. And that should do it here. Myself, John Frieder, is joined alongside by Ronan Hillman. Thank you for joining us in this matchup between New Canaan and Fairfield Co-op, and we'll see you next time.